Talking that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Running like a runner do it. Stunner hard till like a stunner do. I'm the best, I'm the best.
Welcome back, everyone, to Lumen Field here in Seattle. Currently, it's Washington in possession of the football as we get back into the action in quarter number 2. Back to throw again. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll start by heading out west to Glendale, Arizona. And it's the Texans out in front as that one is just about to halftime. Odell Beckham, a touchdown reception. From there, we head east to Minnesota to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they trail the visiting Las Vegas Raiders. And that one's gone to halftime. A touchdown pass there for Derek Carr. Finally, let's get to Silicon Valley to check on the 49ers at home at Levi Stadium. And they trail the visiting Falcons in that one at halftime. Justin Jefferson, a touchdown catch in that first half. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Commanders up first on offense as we begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything. Going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either, so certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told Exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll drop to throw. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Comes the Washington field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the 2nd half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it, and they'll take it out to the 25. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the 2nd half. And their three-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a three-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes. Or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Sticking with Walker on second down. 48 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Caldwell. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. On second down, it's Walker. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Back to Walker on first down. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Penny, a first down carry, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Caldwell. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. And you wonder, Charles, could that Decision come back to haunt them later.
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the third quarter. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second and 4. Outright, this is Boyle, the tight end. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first. First down. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The throw there finding its way to Boyle.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
They'll run with Gibson. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 63 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
On first down, right back to Gibson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Back to throw.
They'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Back to throw here. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
He'll look to throw.
Able to connect with Dotson.
Touchdown!
Jahan Dotson.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Big 4th down conversion for the score and the defense. That is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down and, okay, forget the field goal because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 17-10 score.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Well, they've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Caldwell eluding the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
2nd and 11 now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Seahawks on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Cole Holcomb, and the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helped. To maintain their slim advantage.
Here we go. 50 degrees.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead. You give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down. 4 quarters. Worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
They go play action here on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Looking to throw on second down. Caldwell throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A false start backs him up 5. First and 15. Looking to throw. Caldwell. And this is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50. Percent of his passes thus far, that's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Commanders preparing for their next possession. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues. To go. Now the try here for the point after. And the lead is up to 14. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw on second down, Caldwell. This is the tight end Fant. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He hits his target, Lockett. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding team. But creating big plays for themselves.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game. But it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Ready. Move 32. Ready.
On. And it's Gibson.
And some space here. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 39 yards there, a big one.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Turner. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out. The 6.
Brings up second and goal at the Seahawks 6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now back to throw.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Pulled forward, the one to get to him and drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
The Commander's going to bring out the field goal unit.
This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Out to his left. Got a man complete. It's Fuller again.
And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Off play action. North. Here's Fuller with a catch.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 27-yard line. Catch is made by Metcalf.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout. Game, not going to help them improve.
Here we go, set, yellow, 22.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
They find some open field here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. And even 150 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him. Keep picking up good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Once more, Gibson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So
we spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go had no time for cold cuts. The game like big pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Game time.